Brad Odette, we have what I think is a pretty awesome thing here. Rolex 24 at Daytona 2025 coincides with 35th anniversary. Used to call them just Miatas back in the day. That MX-5 name came up now, so now we have this MX-5 Miata 35th anniversary. Perfect choice, perfect venue to unveil this to the North American market. Tell us about that choice. Seems really integrated with IMSA.
Yeah, I think there's a few reasons behind that. One, this is the epitome of racing right here at Daytona, and the 24-hour race that we've participated in for a long time. It also is a kickoff of our MX-5 Cup season, and that series is growing more and more fandom and enthusiasm from a number of different customer groups. So we felt that it was important, since there's a lot of racing heritage in the Miata. In fact, we have 55% market share of grassroots racers on the weekend, largely driving the Miata platform, right? So I think, we talk about the fact that there's a little Miata in every car we make. It's a very fun car to drive. It's not super fast, but it hugs the road very well, and it creates a very nice connection with the customer. And I think, having it here in this environment is really important, because this weekend is all a celebration of great endurance racing. And so it seemed fitting to have it here.
The heritage side that you mentioned, another thing Mazda is very proud of. You have this whole history in IMSA, in particular Le Mans globally, those cars running here this weekend as well. But here in the Vendor Midway, this activation, it's a celebration of today and what Mazda's doing today. When we speak about heritage, we're going to come back here 10, 15, 20 years, and those Whelen MX-5 Cup cars, those are going to be part of that heritage as well. Speak to that, because while this is the focus here, this launch of the 35th anniversary car, really this is a perfect venue for folks to know, learn about, or celebrate Mazda's long history in the sport.
Yeah, so I think one of the key things for us is we really have a great appreciation for our fans. And there are a lot of really die-hard Mazda motorsport fans, and we cherish that. We want to make sure that we're keeping the fans engaged. That was a primary driver behind the MX-5 Cup, and why we're putting so much energy behind that right now. And the great thing is if you talk to anybody that knows anything about racing, they will tell you the MX-5 Cup is some of the best racing, if not the best racing out there right now. So I think it's very fitting for us to continue to celebrate our racing heritage. We want to, pave a new future for Mazda racing, and the MX-5 gives us the platform to do that. The thing I love the most about the MX-5 Cup series, though, is that it allows a lot of young kids to get involved in racing very affordably. And again, because they're all driving the same exact cars, it really comes down to a test of driver skill every week.
Jack, we are here, a great day, long time in the planning, 35th anniversary. Used to call it a Miata back in the day. MX-5 is the more modern nomenclature. Look at this piece of beauty. Fans wanting to get in, take a look, think about this. You being centrally involved, many of your teammates on the design side. Tell us about some of the accents that make this 35th anniversary car debuted here at the Rolex 24 at Daytona, activating with IMSA. What are some of the cool accents and grace notes here in the car that's different from a standard?
Thanks for that introduction, Marshall. Great to see you here. Great to be here at Daytona. As you said, debuted the 35th anniversary car, MX-5 Miata. All right, so some of the design changes that you'll see right away. Biggest ones are paint. Artisan red paint. This paint is currently offered on the CX-90.
What's the name of it?
Artisan red.
Oh.
Artisan red, beautiful, deep. A little bit more of the kind of sophistication and elegance side of things.
Boy, this is beautiful, beautiful to look at. Wife and I happen to have a CX-9 that's less than 10 years old, and I'm kind of hating the fact that we don't have this color on it, so we'll have to see.
90, you got to go 90.
That's why we're doing these videos, brother, trying to bring in some extra money. But tell us more about this car.
Absolutely. So contrasting the Artisan Red exterior paint, we've got our Sport Tan interior with tonal stitching. Got the tan top to match that interior. Really nice contrast to this brilliant red paint. I mean, from this angle right here, you can really see the highlights of the paint run along here. Really, really nice, beautiful red. Shadows going really, really dark. You get that nice contrast. Really shows the form of the car. It's a really, really nice paint color that falls on this shape.
Just gorgeous. Very familiar shape to this as well, but also I'm looking at the front, and this has just become an iconic shape here with this MX-5. Tell us about everything we're steering here at the front. Those headlights too, they look mean.
Yeah, I mean, so these headlights are actually updated for the 2024 model year. So they're obviously included here on the 35th anniversary car. Front of this car is really one of my favorite parts. I mean, really unique hood shut, really nice iconic shapes there. A couple other small details on this car that you guys will notice is the silver painted wheel.
Yeah.
So this is a new wheel design for the 2024 model year.
I love the spokes, the spoke choice there.
Yeah, and then for the 35th anniversary car, they're painted fully silver. So this wheel only comes on this car.
Wow.
Really nice detail.
I also love, and I'm not saying this hadn't been done before, but I also appreciate the forelug. A lot of folks go for 5.
Yeah.
Less weight, less material.
Less weight. Very, very MX-5 Miata.
And this badging.
Of course.
Look at that, number 0000.
Rear fender badge come on the cars. Obviously all unique. Number goes up as we sell more of them. I'm sure we'll sell every single one of these bad boys.
This is gorgeous.
One more small detail you might want to catch, which is kind of fun, is on the interior here. Oh, this is locked. But the ring of the air vent is actually painted to match the exterior. You might be able to pick it up on the on the other side there. Nice interior detailing. See right here. In the sun, when the sun catches it, it just has that nice sheen, that nice sparkle. And lastly on the interior, the debossed logo of the 35th anniversary into the seat.
All right, Jack, I don't know if you do these on layaway, but you tell me where to go. You let me pay this off.
I think we're going to talk to Brad. Brad's your guy on that one.
All right, we'll get Brad in here, but phenomenal work. Congratulations, beautiful, and once again, I love the fact choosing IMSA, choosing activation here at the event to unveil just shows that connectedness between brand and series and amplifying everything you're doing.
Thanks for your time, Marshall. Thanks so much, everybody.